one, Chapu.
Hi
Hello
all.
everyone. Welcome to Deepika Makeup. This is my little brother.
Not so little anymore though.
And we are going to do a Q&A video today.
Yeah.
I asked on Instagram and we did get a few questions. So we are going to do this on camera. How long is the distance between where you guys live?
Okay, so it took me a day to fly down. Definitely a long way, where 700 miles if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's in India.
7,000.
I'm in US, so we're very far apart. Alright, I'm so happy you finally get to meet your brother. So my questions are, do you guys have nicknames for each other?
Yeah, like there's a household nickname for my sister, but then you know how brother and sister are, right? So it's not usually a formal nickname that you give. A lot of swear words, lots of animals, dog, cat, dog. Yeah, so
I never called you with animal names, right?
Just
I only
buffalo,
used to
that's
swear,
it.
yeah, buffalo.
Just a buffalo. So I was a buffalo back then. Not sure if still I am, but yeah.
He's very tall and quite a huge.
Bulky for my family would be the right word, I guess.
Yeah, everyone in our family are very petite and little, while he's, I don't know how.
Yeah, so there's a joke there, probably they found me.
Yeah. And sure, every elder sibling says that to the younger one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we found you near the, kachda or something.
That's
and what is your favorite childhood memory about each other? This one, actually a lot of people ask, so
I
we
think
have to give like different answers.
Yeah, we spent the last 5 days actually going through a lot of memories. There's not one single memory that we can probably point out and say, this is something huge. On top of my mind, we were talking about how we used to spend time, playing around the house. Our favorite fruits, how our grandfather used to, peel it out and give it to us, all cut and everything.
Yeah. Literally, spoon feed is like literal thing for us.
Yeah, this little shopping spree. So my sister has always been very fond of shopping, clothing, decking herself up, creating her own clothing. So me as a patient brother, I used to take her to the mall, stay with her the whole day while she used to shop, and then we used to go to an eatery and eat. That probably is one of the recent memories before she got married and came down to the US.
We used to do that quite often actually.
Yeah, it used
Once
to
he started driving
often.
his bike and all, we used to go on bike and.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you, dear.
Yeah.
You finally get to meet your brother. That's an emotional feeling, I know. Please share your childhood memories and also what you fight on. Okay. Another childhood memory?
What we fight on.
Okay, let me give you like because we are on the theme of fighting, let me tell you how we used to fight, alright? So for me, he's like a very bulky figure, so I never used to have the strength to kick him or slap him or beat him, and he used to be very tall, so it's very hard for me to even reach his cheek to just pull his hair or something. So for me, my tools were my nails.
Oh yeah.
So his entire hand, like he still has those scratches.
Maybe now you guys know why I call her a dog.
That's why he used to call me a dog, because he used to bite him and scratch him like a dog. And for him, his tool, to keep me away, he used to like put his hands like this, and he used to go around like a fan. So whenever I used to come near him, the hand used to hit me.
I think the inspiration was definitely from Shaktiman.
Really?
Put your arms wide, rotate as fast as you can.
He used to rotate like very fast like a fan, so it was very hard for me to get to him and scratch him. So that was his tool.
Definitely good memory over there. Yes.
Ever did something weird? Definitely, why not? A lot actually, but we never thought it was weird.
Yeah, so there used to be an abandoned tank in front of our house. Okay, so as kids, you're told not to go into abandoned houses, but the wild side in me took me over there. Me and another friend of
Kiko.
mine, yes, I don't know if he would be watching this video, but
We'll
since
send him, we'll send him
since
the
I'm
link.
mentioning his name, he'll definitely. So this guy, Kiran, and me, we found this a skeleton over there in that thing, and so we took my sister also along.
I'm the only girl. I'm the eldest of all these three, and we used to be like a three musketeer thing, like a trio, and
that was definitely weird because a skeleton when we were probably less than 8 years old or 7 years old. Yeah,
and
that
I
was
really
quite
believe,
weird.
like this guy said they saw some skull and all these things. Like there was nothing skull, but they did bring this. I don't know. It's like a human bone. It would be like a dog.
and
bone
and
or
one
something.
significantly a weird thing about me and my sister is we used to love dogs, like pet dogs.
Yeah.
And my grandfather still keeps telling us about this story.
Oh, we used to bring
Where we
puppies
used to
all the time.
we used to just find stray puppies and stray kittens, and we used to get them home and we used to keep them, pet them until evening, till my grandfather or father they used to come home and they used to be like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? And then within the next 1 hour or 2 hours, the puppies and kittens are gone, and then we used to cry the whole of the week till we found a new set of puppies or kittens.
Yeah, all the time. We used to try to have a pet for a very, very, very long time, but it was too much for my mom or my grandma. And so this spot period of my life, she supports me a lot actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she has a blog.
Oh, thanks a lot for that. Really appreciate.
So nice to see this picture, Deepika. I have heard you talk so much about your brother and family.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. You're so happy. Stay blessed always. My questions: your brother's reaction when you started a YouTube channel.
Initially, YouTube. I think we started around what, 2 years back.
2013.
Yeah, 2 years back, right?
2012.
Yeah, 2 years back. In India, we did have a couple of channels, but then it was a completely new concept. And the fact that it started right in my family, and then my sister was going to be a celebrity one day. Wow, it was quite a big thing to digest. But yeah, I mean, thanks a lot, all you guys, for definitely the support that you've given all throughout this journey. I think she's had a fantastic time so far, trying to create whatever is possible. I think our family has definitely been supportive of helping her out with a lot of ideas here and there. I wish to see this grow to a further level. Surprised is the reaction, by the way.
The sweetest memory between you both. Wow, how did
Actually, like we said, multiple of them. A couple of them we've tried to embed within the other questions.
Hey, sweet is the thing. He was a very, very, very sweet brother. Like I was not. When we were little.
Are you going to talk about the incident where I hit myself?
Oh yeah. That's sweet, man. Like who does that?
So we were playing a game, and these are one of those street games that kids play.
I think a lot of Indian kids know that.
You got to pick a color before. So, okay, in short, you got to cross a river, and unless you had that color on you, you can't cross a particular river. And the guy who's in between those two banks, he's supposed to catch this person so that he doesn't. So everyone crossed. My sister was the only one left over. And she was crossing, and I was really far away, and I was always a very, very fat kid, so the movement was tough. So I picked up a stone and threw at her.
No, first I did that too. You were about to catch me, so to deviate.
Yeah.
So what I did was I took a small stone, I threw it somewhere, not towards you.
Yeah.
And then you really got deviated, so I just went to the other side.
Yes.
And then all the kids started laughing. You got so angry, and he hit me with the stone. And actually, the stone didn't hit me. You know what? I actually tried to move away from the stone, and I fell on the fence. So
and she ran far away so that the stone wouldn't hit her, and she cut herself over here. And there was quite a deep cut, and I was really furious. That it's because of me she landed in that situation. I took a stone and hit myself.
There was a lot of blood, and he just couldn't wait.
Yeah, and even then, and my parents were away, so I had to run to my grandparents' place, get them to take her to the hospital, and then they found that even I was bleeding over here. and then
he
they put a
hit
bandage.
himself with a stone because he thought that he hurt
Yeah,
me.
so it was always like that. So whenever my sister gets hurt, I got to get the same thing onto me so that I can also be beside her. So be it chicken pox, be it cut over here.
Lot of times fever. Like you used to bring, and I used to get. I was a healthy kid, and this guy always used to get fever. So all the time, like.
Yeah, we always did that.
Even the crackers thing.
Oh yeah, burning hands and everything. If she burnt her hands, I gotta burn my hands. It's like that. So
He's crazy.
We went hand in hand with all these things.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Who says sorry first during a fight? I think
None
me.
actually. No.
Me?
Maybe yes, because
I mess up things and I say sorry.
Yeah.
You're always right. Like I irritate him like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I cannot let him like sleep or sit peacefully. Yeah. And then I go say sorry.
And
I get
that's
hit.
more or less there in every brother and sister sibling pair.
I don't think you ever said sorry. Maybe you
No.
did.
Too much of ego to say that.
I wish you and your brother a lot of happiness in the days
Thank
to
you.
come.
Thank you. Who was that?
Pot puree of
Oh,
my
okay,
Miss,
pot puree. Alright, thank you.
Deepika.
Okay.
Okay. The best gift your brother has given you till now. I think this trip. Definitely this trip. Yeah.
It took some time out of my schedule to get this to happen. 2 weeks of plan. I'm glad that I could make it.
Not 2 weeks. You were here only for 5.5.
Yeah. So 2 weeks. I plan to come here for 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a great trip.
Yeah. And my wedding actually. He worked his. Oh my God.
I just started my bachelor's at that time.
I was in my bachelor's.
Yeah, and she was getting married, so getting.
He was very busy, and like everybody were calling him. He was running around, and by the end of the wedding, he was so tired. Somebody stole his shoes. Oh yeah. Did you cry when I was leaving? No, you didn't.
No. So I don't cry.
But I did.
Yeah, you did cry.
But not because I'm leaving you, right?
No, it just.
It's just like formality.
Yeah,
No girls.
you gotta cry, so you gotta cry. Simple.
Okay, lovely pic. Tell us about any childhood adventure you did together.
Childhood adventure. None actually. Or maybe
Maybe we did. Like really at that abandoned area, we used to do a lot of stupid things.
Yeah. But nothing that's coming up on top of my mind.
Maybe we for sure we did something. I'm sure. Me and Kiran, as we said, we three of us were like really.
Yeah. Yeah, but adventures, I think, nothing like hitchhiking or anything, but then there would have been slight minor spurs here and there.
Something we found out.
Yeah. We used to do a lot of these exploration things, I think.
Yeah, explore a lot actually.
Yeah, a famous fire was inspiration probably.
Okay, next question. Have you any time wished to be as tall as your brother? That's for me. No. Yeah, I always envy his height because none of us in the family are as tall as him. He's the tallest guy in our family.
Yeah.
And I always, I like, my brother is like a tall Hulk guy and all, but yeah, I always enjoyed being a petite girl, fit everywhere, small size. I always enjoyed that. Yeah, for him, I really like how tall he is and all. Yeah. Next question, Srividya. Even she supports me a lot.
Thank you, Srividya.
Superb. It's fine. Okay, my question is, how do you feel after seeing your brother? We actually have a small video. My husband took a little clip.
I think it's there on Facebook if I'm not wrong.
No, they don't have.
Alright, maybe you can plug this into this video.
Yeah, I'll attach that small clip and you can see my reaction and his reaction. Obviously, I cried and he was looking at me like, why the hell is she crying? So this is supposed to be a happy moment. But yeah.
ఆనందం
Such a long time. Yeah, 6 years. We met after 6 years.
Yeah.
And she also wants to know some childhood memory.
Oh, more, huh?
Tell them how we used to play with pillows and.
Oh yeah. There used to be one game that we used to have, right?
There were times when I almost thought I died.
Yeah, these were the times when we really did not have the Pictionaries and the Scrabbles of the world. So we had to invent some new games to do. So one of the games that we used to have was.
But we always enjoyed playing like sporty and games than more ones.
The task was between. So one person is on the bed. The other person puts all the stuff that they can find on top of this person, and the shortest, if whoever gets the other person to come out in the least amount of time out of all that covering, because they get suffocated, wins.
So we used to put a lot of pillows, big carpets.
One cheat I used to follow is that after a couple of layers of clothing, I used to sit on top of that, so that she used to come out. So she never knew that for a very long time.
You used to sit on it?
I used to sit on it. So I'm the biggest clothing that they can find in that room. Yes.
Food that is attached to your childhood memory.
I think it's a lot to do with what my grandmother prepares. And also a couple of things that my mom prepares. And we were just talking about how our mom used to bake a cake. And me and my sister used to actually put our fingers into the batter and lick it all out. And my mom used to be like, okay, fine, this is your cup of batter, this is your cup of batter. And before we finish the batter, the cake used to be ready. That's one thing that all three of us used to sit together and make.
It's a very good memory, like we as kids have with my mom.
Yeah, I think baking is definitely good. I'm sure grandmom's food is something that everyone really likes. Because there are a lot of memories attached to it. It's the same for us guys too. A lot of pickles, a lot of savories, Indian savories, a lot of Indian food, festival food, etc.
And biryani. Biryani is our both favorite.
Yeah, we are from Hyderabad. You cannot dismiss the fact that we love
Hyderabadi chicken dum ka biryani.
Yeah. So I still do that, by the way, because I stay in Delhi, which is around about 2 hours flight away from our home. I keep going back once in a while, and whenever my mom or grandmom prepares anything, I take pictures of that and send it to her.
Yeah.
So I keep doing that a lot.
That's like actually teasing me.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. I mean, I'm the lucky guy.
Idiot. Okay, Richa, she's my friend.
Oh, hi Richa.
We went to New York this
We guys have the same smile, seriously. I think, we haven't really identified that particular trait between us.
Right?
No. I don't know. Maybe a little bit, but a lot to do with the genetic factor.
Yeah, I look like my dad. He looks like my mom or my uncle.
Yeah. So maybe a little bit, but not too much.
Talk about your childhood.
Okay.
It's pretty simple childhood actually.
It's like if you watch Malgudi Days, I think you'll find most of the things that our childhood is all about. Memories.
He's very good at bunking school every Monday morning.
I was a tough kid to send to school. My sister, on the other hand, she used to be the first person to enter the school. It's the typical.
But he's very good at academics than me. He's a smart one. I'm kind of the hard one. He's hardworking too.
We both have a different thing, and she loves the food that I cook. So even as a kid, I used to cook for her. A lot of good childhood memories.
Even he used to cook even when he is not even able to reach the stove. He used to put a stool and cook. Along with cartoons, he used to watch cooking videos. Like your favorite place to hang out as kids? That abandoned area, definitely.
Yeah, that definitely is one area. Yes.
Yeah, even I see.
We used to go to the club, which is closer to our home. Yes.
Yeah, to watch movies. All that's girly, like they are my friends too. That's great, Deepika. Enjoy. This is for your brother. 3 things that we should know about Deepika.
Hmm. Okay. Glad you know her through a video. She is at least as a kid. I mean, she was quite a short-tempered lady with us.
Really?
Yeah, she
I
used to
always
scratch me.
thought I'm the calm one.
No, you used to scratch me and everything. But yeah, definitely a very sweet person. I mean, she buys me a lot of goods. I still remember back in the days when my dad used to give some pocket money to me and my sister. I used to run out, finish it all off, come back, take some from my sister, and she used to store that. And she does that even now. She just bought me a PS4. So yeah, she keeps doing that always. So definitely very caring. Um, and I think irrespective of how much we fight, we definitely have that bond. And there are times when I was studying, when I was doing my masters, and also when I started working, I probably did not have time to speak to her for almost 3 months or 4 months in a stretch. But I think that connection never gets lost, and at the end of the day, we are blood relation, so that definitely helps. Um, and yeah, I mean, she's very emotional. Um, Me and my dad keep saying that don't scold your sister, because even before you complete the swear word or even before you complete the whole sentence, she starts crying. It's like an automatic defense mechanism. You start the conversation and the tap automatically gets switched on. So and at my home, if my sister starts crying, the whole house, just it becomes a tornado. I mean, I'm kicked out of the house. They don't mind disowning me, but she shouldn't cry. So yeah, she used to take advantage of that once in a while. I wouldn't say she's pampered, but she's probably the most liked one amongst the entire family. And you can see that in her expression. She's quite funny. Uh, so yeah, she's the most loved one amongst all of them.
They don't see much of my funny side. Maybe I don't know, even Baba, like my husband, he also says that, like, you don't show your funny side on camera. Somehow I cannot put my funny side.
I think maybe it's time you guys give her some window, or throw more queries at her to show to get the funny side of her. Maybe ask her to do some Google Hangouts. Things like that, so that you engage her in a conversation to get the funny side out. But yeah, you got to see that's quite funny.
I'm sure everyone thinks that, most of them thinks that I'm like a calm, like.
Oh no.
That's what I think.
I'm usually the funny guy in my group or in my circle anywhere. At home, she's the funnier one. So so you guys can guess how it is.
Sweet. What's the most lovable, annoying thing about each other?
I think we covered this in the above questions quite a while. Anything that we missed?
Annoying.
Annoying.
What do I do to annoy you?
Oh, so she has this strange habit, when you're busy working or when you're very seriously doing something, she creeps up right behind you and she starts tingling with your hair. She started playing with your ear, she started tickling over here just to annoy you. Yeah, that still annoys me, but now that she hasn't done it for quite some time, I'm okay with it now. There's longing that comes up, but yeah, that used to be the most annoying. And I used to revert back, not with "Hey, stop it." I used to punch. I used to hit her without even giving her a notice. I thought that
it used to hurt, man. I never used to like my ears used to just get blocked for some reason.
I thought that would work as a negative reinforcement, but apparently my brother-in-law tells me that it hasn't worked. She's still the same. It's just that I pass the baton on to him. Poor guy.
Yeah, he gets it a lot now.
Yeah. So
things that he annoys me is he never likes teaching anything. He cannot teach. Like, if you ask him for some help, he's like such a smart, quick guy that he especially with computers, right? I used to be so bad. Now I'm okay, I used to be very bad with computer and all. He used to have the system in his room, and if I asked something, he never used to teach me. He's like, he used to do it and give me, that's it. I'm like, what did you do? I have to learn it for next time. So he never used to take like single second to teach. And a lot of my white paper presentations and a lot of my Word docs, everything he does.
So I never taught her. I used to do it for her.
Yeah, he used to do it for us actually.
Yeah. I hope my team doesn't see this.
Yeah. How did you get on when you were kids, and has it changed very much over the years?
No, I think we're still the
We're
same.
still the
Just that
same,
there's
yeah.
no physical abusing anymore. We don't hit each other.
Yeah.
But
No, we don't hit physical or no swearing.
yeah, no swearing either actually. A lot more mature. I think it comes with age.
Yeah. And my dad.
Over here, it comes with age. Over here, immature still. So.
No, my parents, especially my dad, he never used to make an attempt to stop our fight.
Oh yeah.
He used to like, okay, go fight. You guys figure it out. Oh, do you want me to give 2 sticks to each of you?
Yeah.
Okay, leave. And I leave you guys on the road. Go fight.
It's like more
It's like
solve it yourself sort of a
solve it
dad.
yourself kind
It's
of.
always
Yeah, my father is always like that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but we never fought for days.
Oh no, it was no. I mean, these
It's
are all
like
these momentary childhood fighting. I'm sure it happens in every house.
Yeah. When we were like small babies, my mom tells me now. I was 2 or 2.5 when he's born. He was like a very cute baby and all. And I was very excited to get a baby brother at that time. I named him Minnu, but he never used to respond, so we didn't continue with that nickname. So do you remember?
Yeah.
Minnu?
So basically, there's a reason why I did not respond. So I was a dumb kid till almost I turned 3.5 or 4.
You were not dumb. You were just like
dumb. I couldn't speak.
You couldn't speak for almost like 3.5 years.
3.5 years. I couldn't speak.
And you were not healthy for the
So I was not dumb as in mentally retarded. Dumb as in speech wise.
But we never expected you would be like such a dynamic.
Yeah.
funny.
So it just ended up being that after that, once I started speaking, I never stopped.
Oh yeah.
So she used to call me something and I never responded because I couldn't, right? They thought maybe I don't want that nickname, so they stopped. They could have continued, but they stopped.
So I have a nickname, but he doesn't have a nickname.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's actually good. Nobody knows me with my real name now. Like people on the internet know.
There's this one thing. So there was this one time, and this being told by my parents to me, and also my sister now. Just recently, once again, revived the memory. One day she was just studying, and I was a tiny little baby, right? So I just crawled to her. She took a pencil and she poked it into my head.
Yeah.
She literally drilled a hole into my head and put the pencil in my head. They had to rush me to the hospital, do the surgery and everything. When I was a tiny little baby, and yeah.
I was maybe in LKG or UKG. I don't know what concentration I was putting on. That you came in the middle and crawled on the book, and it's like.
Imagine, I still turned out fine.
Gesture, right?
Yeah, I know. You're such a boring kid. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I can't believe I still turned out fine.
I can't believe I was so violent as a kid.
Yes,
But I was more like a thug kind of thing.
Yeah,
I was like a leader. Like my brother, nobody has to put hands on him. Nobody can say anything. Like we used to be in a big gang with kids.
If there's anyone who's scolding or doing anything, it's got to be her. And
I'm the only one who has to.
Yeah, this is my jurisdiction. I have the laws on it.
Yeah.
It was more like that.
Yeah. Anybody who would say things to my brother or hit him or anything.
Yeah.
I used to hit kids. Yeah, I was very violent. I can't believe I was like
There's
that.
a different face behind all that, beautification thing that she does.
Yeah, and I used to pull him off the bed when he's sleeping by my mom, like a small baby. I used to be very jealous, and I used to pull him off the bed and throw him down. just for me to make some room for myself with my mom. And yeah, I used to be very violent, such an idiot, am I? What's a favorite game you used to play? Mario.
Oh yeah, we used to
Mario?
have a TV video game, so we used to
Yeah.
play Mario a lot. We also used to play a lot of board games, Snakes and
Yeah,
Ladders,
yeah.
Business,
Pictionary was our favorite.
Pictionary, yes. A lot of these games, a lot of board games actually.
Yeah, Pictionary was definitely, I remember, like
Yeah.
for a lot of kids in India, Pictionary was a new game back then. Like this was.
When we say back then, it was less than 20 years, guys.
Yeah, less
Yeah,
than
less than
20 years.
20
Yeah,
years,
definitely. Yeah, it was a new game for a lot of kids, and my uncles bought that game for us, and yeah, we used to teach that game, and everybody was so interested.
Yeah,
in
now
it.
it's a very common game. Now
in
you get
India,
it at every street corner.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does your brother have a family? No, not
No,
married yet.
not yet.
We want him to get married.
Yeah.
Soon, please. What was his reaction when you married? I think he was not ready.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah,
it just happened. For me, it was not like, I was not mentally so mature for me to understand what was happening.
Yeah.
Though I was still in my bachelor's. I was in my bachelor's, but still, I think I paid little attention to the fact that my sister would get married. I was just happy that, later, I'm just really happy that my brother-in-law is awesome. So I was quite happy.
Yeah, yeah. But initially you were not ready.
Initially, I wasn't ready. I was like, no, not yet, not yet. She's still a kid, and everything. But then, yeah.
Yeah, even with Baba, you were like, yeah, you didn't get along well, I guess, no?
No, it was more to do with the fact that there was hardly any time for us to engage. I think before wedding I spent around about 3-4 days with my brother-in-law. That's
we
about
didn't
it.
have time.
And after wedding also, this probably the first time I spent more
time with him.
a single day with them.
No.
So yeah, it took some time, but definitely, I mean, wonderful.
I think we all would love to know more about your brother himself. Okay, what does he do? What are his hobbies? If he had a YouTube channel, what would be about him? You should tell that.
Okay, so just a little bit about me. You've heard a lot about my childhood and everything. Post my bachelor's, so I did my bachelor's in engineering. I did my master's in business administration from Mumbai, Narsi Monji. Then I moved on to Delhi, where I started working with a recruitment firm. So this is what I do for a living. My hobbies include graphic designing, photography, a little bit what my sister uses as a medium to broadcast her knowledge. So these two. If I started a YouTube channel, wow, that's a beautiful question, by the way. I think I would have probably. Well, I'm not a pro in the hobbies that I mentioned, but if I started a YouTube channel, I think it would be more on. While she said I'm not good at teaching, I think if it's a one-way communication, I can definitely do that. I love having conversations around business. I love having conversations about entrepreneurship, these kind of things. So yeah, if it were a YouTube channel, I would probably be reviewing a lot of things, or maybe cooking. I like cooking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even that.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys will soon see that.
Do you have any favorite film you used to watch together?
I remember we used to like watching Little Soldiers.
Oh, that Telugu.
Telugu movie.
We used to watch Popeye Show.
Yeah, we used to watch a lot of cartoons.
Yeah.
Popeye Show,
Popeye Show was our
DuckTales,
favorite. Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. These we used to watch them a lot
I
together. Actually.
was 15, 17 years old. I used to sit with him and watch. So happy to see you, Deepika. We'll love to see you. Love to see the tag. Tell us, how did you get along with each other as kids and teenagers? I think we already covered that question.
Yeah.
One moment which brings smile to you still when you think of your brother when you're not together.
You gotta answer that. Why are you staring at me?
I wanted to hear what you say. No, I
She's
think
staring at me.
no.
Answer that.
No, anything like if anybody asks like what's the bond between you and your brother, to explain the intensity of love we have towards each other, or the love he has towards me, I always give him the example of hurting himself when I'm hurt. So that's quite an example that I give to a lot of people. Like, who does that? Like hitting himself with the stone, stepping on the fire, just because I stepped on fire that he put up.
This is the influence
Yeah.
that South Indian movies have on you guys.
Really, that's so cinematic, man. So yeah, this is real, like real. So that's the scale that I give to a lot of people, and that's something that gives a huge smile at me, and tears as well, both together. That's actually something that I've keep rewinding all these 6 years. Like whenever I think about him, I remember how, like, like if the doctor wouldn't have just lifted up his hair like this, we would have never seen that blood or anything. Everybody was focusing on me. Who saw that blood actually?
I don't know, one of our neighbors or maybe the doctor.
Yeah, some neighbors.
Because I was still weeping outside the operation theatre.
Crying, and
And he was like, no, it's okay.
yeah,
it's gonna
take
be
care
fine.
of her.
And then when they
He's not-
lifted this,
yeah.
that's when they saw a thing over here.
So
and
we
the blood
both have
was
scars.
Yeah, we both
same place.
we both are Harry Potters.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
So that's that. Then now do you tell.
What?
This is
What-
something
what
that
brings
brings
a
smile.
smile?
What?
No, I'm not that emotional. It's not like on a daily basis I sit down and think, okay, fine. What brings smile?
That's okay. Don't try too much. I think just my face, pretty face. Okay. What's your favorite thing about each other? I think how dynamic he is, and we don't have lot many. We have less than 10. He's tired already.
My flight is also waiting for me.
I think overall how dynamic he is, and how well he takes up the responsibility of our family, because my parents and grandparents are, they're very old now, and they need somebody who, who can take care of them, and pretty much all our families here in States. There's only one in India, and he takes a very good care of my grandparents and parents. Like, he takes a responsibility about their health, about keeping them happy, and I'm very relieved that my brother is in India to take care of them. He's my relief when I think about that. That's the best thing I like about him. Very responsible about
What's the
family.
question? What about it?
What's your favorite thing about me?
Oh yeah.
Each other.
Oh yeah, each other, right?
Mm.
Yeah, she buys me a lot of stuff. That's what I like. So I'm really bad with all this fashion and everything. Pretty much most of the clothing that I wear is all what my sister selects. I usually do not prefer wearing any other thing other than what my sister selects for me.
Even if he shops in India, he sends me like.
Yeah, so I was at Fab India last year, and I was okay. I'm stuck. I don't know what to buy. And I sit in front of the mirror and I was like, okay, fine, there's, and she chose this.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. And, I mean, one thing. But then more importantly, a personal trait that I like is the passion that she has for what she does. Unless she strongly likes doing something, she doesn't do it. And she doesn't get the motivation to do it. So it's not like, you can make her sit at a gunpoint and say, okay, fine, do this. You would never get the 100% result out of it. But that's what is you find that kind of a trait with very few people, and it's quite good.
Next question is from Amrita.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
hey Amrita.
What's up?
You should totally make him do your makeup. He hates makeup. He doesn't like me if I wear makeup. No, he hates if I wear makeup.
No wonder she's asked for that. I when I come to New Jersey, that's what I'll do for you. So.
Okay. What was the naughtiest you did together and never let your parents knew about it?
Naughtiest that my parents don't know. No, I think we pretty much tell everything
Yeah,
to
especially
my dad.
my dad. We are pretty open with him
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, he knows every stupid thing we do.
Yeah, we never hide anything from our parents.
Yeah.
So yeah.
With mom, maybe a few because my mom is a little strict. With dad, no, I don't think.
So
Yeah,
there's
my dad is actually very, very smart. Even if we don't say something, he'll definitely read our faces.
Yeah.
It's
I think
stupid.
probably the naughtiest would have been something like flicking coins from my dad to buy candy, things like that.
You used to
I used to
play
do that
tantrums
lot.
a lot,
Yeah.
a lot of tantrums like stomach ache. I only want to drink fruity and blah blah blah. Okay, happy for you. What is the one thing you miss about one another?
I think largely it's about being with each other. I think, and that's what I promised her, that I'll make a trip every year and spend time with her. So that's definitely one thing.
Yeah, and spending time together with parents,
Yeah.
grandparents. Yeah, yeah, mostly grandparents. We
Mm.
miss, yeah, we miss them. We miss spending time with them. So my grandparents, they're very much like our parents
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
So now that we both are not at home, they miss us a lot. So that's something. Yeah. Which was the biggest fight you guys ever had? Tell us about it. Everything is big. Like we are a big drama people.
It's not the duration, but I think the intensity of fight, which would, because duration, I think the higher the intensity, the smaller the duration. It has always been so. So, like I said, when we were playing, we end up hurting each other, and then within seconds, we are like, okay, fine, she's my sister, he's my brother, sort of thing. Only petty things like, you know what, scolding her over something. Maybe I wouldn't speak to her for a day or something like that. But
A day? I don't know. I never did.
maybe, yeah, maybe, but nothing significant actually.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe over computer.
Yeah, over
Used to
computer
hate me
a lot.
so much.
Because I wanted to play games and she wanted to do her presentations and everything, and I used to do it for her quickly because if I had to teach her, I would spend a lot more time.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. And system used to be in your room, so you don't like me sitting in your room for a long time. Did you hide or steal anything from your brother in childhood? Nah.
Never.
Nah. Did he know about it or confess now? No.
Never.
I don't think.
No.
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah. Who was your first love? Huh?
Who's Rupa?
Yeah.
Who was your first love?
Like as
Like,
in family
Are you
or
asking
like
my sister or are you asking me?
no, as in like in family or I don't know. I didn't get the question. I think this is a brother and sister tag, so we don't want to talk about our love things.
Yeah, it would be quite inappropriate if I remove my little red black book. But yeah, I think we are at the end of the line, guys.
Yep. Yep. Thank you very much for asking all these questions. This video has brought back so many memories, and I had some tears. You didn't know.
Yeah, I think.
So thank you very much. He's leaving in less than 15 minutes. We'll be out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you very very soon. Maybe I'll make a quick.
Well, there will definitely be an episode 2 for this. Let's continue with a few more questions.
Next time we'll do what Amrita said. You have
Oh yeah, next time I will do some makeup for my sister. I don't think you guys would want to see my sister by the way. But I'll try to practice it. And
watch
try to
my
do at
videos.
least
Watch my videos.
I'll watch your videos and probably do the same thing. But thanks a lot, guys. It's definitely been a great task. Thanks for all the love and admiration that you shower upon my sister. And hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Perfect. Great. Bye bye.